While Western poetry is marked by great poets like Parker and Keats, no show on love poetry could be complete without incorporating the great lover of love, English poet and playwright William Shakespeare. Beena Kamlani does the honor of reading him here.
This is a sonnet from Shakespeare. Sweet love, renew thy force. Be it not said, thy edge should blunter be than appetite, which but today by feeding is allayed, tomorrow sharpened in his former might. So love be thou, although today thou fill thy hungry eyes, even till they wink with fullness. Tomorrow see again, and do not kill the spirit of love with a perpetual dullness. Let this sad interim like the ocean be, which parts the shore, where two can contracted new come daily to the banks, that when they see return of love, more blessed may be the view. Or call it winter, which being full of care, makes summer's welcome thrice more wished, more rare.
The English sonnet, a lyrical poem consisting of 10 lines, has long been a vessel for powerful declarations of love. Chilean Nobel Prize-winning poet Pablo Neruda often employs this style of poetry, and following is his Sonnet XVII, read and dedicated by Lauren Lickus, web designer.
Sonnet 17 is one of my favorite poems because it captures the nature of profound, enduring love as something separate from giddy infatuation. Neruda starts by explaining that the unique connection the lover feels cannot effectively be compared to anything resembling simple physical admiration. He then describes how this phenomenon develops over time, remaining treasured and deeply personal until finally it breaks down all barriers between the lover and the one who is loved. Sonnet 17 by Pablo Neruda. I do not love you as if you were salt rose or topaz or the arrow of carnations the fire shoots off. I love you as certain dark things are to be loved, in secret, between the shadow and the soul. I love you as the plant that never blooms but carries in itself the light of hidden flowers. Thanks to your love, a certain solid fragrance, risen from the earth, lives darkly in my body. I love you without knowing how, or when, or from where. I love you straightforwardly, without complexities or pride, so I love you because I know no other way than this, where I does not exist, nor you, so close that your hand on my chest is my hand, so close that your eyes close as I fall asleep. My husband and I considered this poem for our wedding because it communicates many of the nuances you encounter as love grows deeper in a relationship. I'd like to dedicate this reading to him for our first married Valentine's Day.
Weddings mark a turning point in many people's personal love stories. One of the most famous wedding readings of our time, the Apache Wedding Prayer, is a lovely, moving poem. But there's a catch. The poem is not actually an Apache prayer at all. It was in fact written for a Hollywood movie, 1950s Western, Broken Arrow. Because the poem's powerful message of love is certainly not lost by its surprising origin, we include it here as a closing of our collection of love poems from around the world. The Apache Wedding Prayer. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there is no more loneliness, for each of you will be companion to the other. Now you are two bodies, but there is one life before you. Go now to your dwelling place to enter into the days of your togetherness, and may your days be good and long upon the earth. Thanks for listening to this episode of A Cup of Poetry, and happy Valentine's Day.